right, we just shredded up a lot of material that was in a big pile right there, yanked it out of the grass, and man, amazing how much better that shredder works when you sharpen the blades. Now we're gonna see if we missed any giant logs underneath the underneath the pile. So far so good. Please don't run over my jacket. Yep, nothing like having the equipment necessary to do a job like this. Makes it enormously easier. What that was. Yeah, we missed a lot of little twigs and shit, but they'll mulch up okay. Man, I just got off vacation. Hope you guys can hear me. I just got off vacation and went for a tour in a permaculture settlement, and saw a bunch of earth-sheltered houses and all kinds of just fucking awesome shit. And met some of these settlers who are basically moving there as almost like pioneers, and they're building their homes and putting in their gardens, and one guy's raising ducks, and man, it really got me energized. Basically, ducks, as soon as they get in any kind of water, they just immediately take a crap. And basically that heavily manured water that the ducks generate, the guy grabs the container and then places it in places on his garden where it requires nutrients, and it's a pretty denuded soil over there. It's like pine desert. It's like monoculture pine desert. It's some nasty shit, but he is growing a nice garden, and they're building soil and just really putting down some roots, and I'm exceptionally impressed with those people. I mean, they're all like 20 years old, 20 and 22, 23. They're guys who have they've basically looked at the system that they have available to them, the education system, and the expectation that you indebt yourself for like 30 years for a student loan, and then you are supposed to work in a cubicle for the rest of your life, and that's assuming you can get a job. And these guys, they are just rebelling against that shit. And I gotta say, I was highly impressed. Yeah, good times, and it really inspired me. And let me tell you, if Bitcoins do what I think they're gonna do, and I'm pretty sure they will, because the same forces that cause silver and gold to go up are exactly what causes Bitcoins to go up. So it was like, I mean, it's just a matter of time, in my opinion. So when that occurs, I will just probably turn this house over to a renter or something, and then or maybe some permaculture types, and they can do their permaculture magic on this place. And since the house will be paid for, I won't have to charge much in the way of rent. just enough to cover expenses and upkeep, and maybe a little bit here and there more, to pay a few my expenses over whenever wherever I end up. And it's my dream to be like a wandering mechanic. I'll have a shop truck and all my tools and air compressor and welder and generator and some decent pneumatic tools and basically and then I'll basically wander all around the West Coast, Oregon, Idaho, maybe as far east as Montana, and then I'll be able to decide where I want to end up, and then, because I'll be visiting all of these places, and then that'll be my preview of all of those places, and then I'll be able to decide where I want to put my roots down, and then basically it'll be like the perfect MGTOW environment. It's like major, totally invisible to the system. You know, that all the heavy tax and military-industrial complex and all of the federal shit that supports feminism and all of that shit, I'll just be pulling myself right out of the system, and I'll basically become sort of invisible. And there is a possibility that Obamacare is set to go up very high, like dramatically higher. So it might be that I might have to leave the country. But the cool thing about Bitcoins especially is that you can liquidate all your assets and transfer them all into Bitcoins, and then you can jump on a plane and the Bitcoins don't show up on a body cavity search or the naked body scan machines or anything like that. And basically I can just hop on a plane and end up in Chile or Argentina or possibly even farther afield. But and my Bitcoins will be right there with me, and I'll have extremely low expenses overseas, because medical generally only costs about what we pay for a deductible in the US. Well, all right, that looks a heck of a lot better. That giant freaking pile is now gone. Yeah. I was about to buy a whole new shredder because this thing was just pissing me off hard. And then earlier today I just said, oh, screw it, and took it all down, pulled the blades out, and put them on my nice grinding wheel that my dad gave me. The one that I attached to that workbench. And man, it just practically sucks the logs in there now. Man, it's freaking awesome. Still loud as fuck, but yeah, shredded up that one over there, and now I got a pretty good head start on this one here. Close to the end of the day though, so he's gonna go put the lawnmower back in the garage, and because he has expended. And I'm telling him to be very cautious with his health, because I do not want to lose that old man. I'd like to have him around for several more years at least. So, although, I'd hate to have to call the Soylent Green people. Well, I guess I'll see you guys around later.